You look uncomfortable, right?
No, it's good.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
You know what? We should just actually keep this in as the intro.
Okay.
Just us discussing.
So I'll start the intro now.
Well, wait. Am I going to count us down or?
Yeah, count me down.
On 3 or?
I think on 3, like
okay,
1, 2.
So 1, 2, and then go.
Yes.
Or 1, 2, 3, and then go.
1, 2, 3, then go.
So on 4 then.
Yes.
So it's 4.
100%.
So 4. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And welcome to our first episode of The Other Movie Guys, where it's myself, Trace, and my co-conspirator, Antran.
Hello, guys.
And we'll just be discussing movies, throwing themes around, talking a hell of a lot of nonsense.
Yeah, just thought that we're not experts. I think we should tell people we're not.
I'm definitely not an expert.
No film school, no nothing, just Netflix. And obviously.
Hey, I've spent a lot of hours watching,
and
wasting my life.
And civic videos.
Right.
and rental deals.
So I feel like that's an education within itself.
I think I'm a fan of it enough that I can have a discussion about it, but I'm not an expert enough to be able to teach anything new to anybody.
Like you never went to art school and had the entire intellectual sort of.
Yeah, no, I never sat around and just like, I fucking love how your mind works, like.
They used a large aspect lens
on
this particular shot to form a.
Like, dude, as long as the camera's pointed at the thing I want to see, and it doesn't fuck around too much, I'm pretty happy. Like that's.
Agreed. And for myself, I feel like I'm more of the type of the guy that likes the interactions between characters. Almost as maybe how someone acts and portrays their character is how I really maybe feel emotionally connected to a film, rather than the shots themselves.
Yeah, that's a good thing to say, actually. I bear no such maturity. I flip-flop, depending on the movie. Like, sometimes I'm going to appreciate the character, sometimes it's just, fuck, well, I don't know, I'm happy to give way to that for the story.
It's a valid response.
Yeah, like, I'm a flip-flopper, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Have you guys seen Mortal Kombat? That still holds up. Just, if anybody's interested in watching Mortal Kombat again, you fucking should.
Get on it?
Yeah, definitely. And if you have weed, even better. Even better. Dude, the Reptile and Liu Kang bicycle kick, it's fucking amazing on weed.
I mean, what movie did we go watch this afternoon, huh?
Bad Boys. We went to see Bad Boys.
Bad Boys for life.
Yeah. It's hard because, we were meant to go see 1917, but I think we saw Bad Boys because we're not intellectual. Yeah, we're not intellectual.
We can't handle a film that gets 5 Academy Awards.
Yeah, but the worst part about that is now, because it's Bad Boys we just watched, there's not a whole lot you can say about it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's true. I think you can intellectualize most movies.
And
this is one of those films.
I can sum it up. I can sum it up quite quickly.
Oh, you don't want to sum it up now. We got a lot of padding.
Not even with spoilers. Like, I can just go right now. Like, if you like Bad Boys, you will like this movie.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. If you hated Bad Boys, you will hate this movie. And that's it.
That's a good point. I feel like you want to get the haters on your side. I mean, you've got Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in their prime.
There's no way. They're fucking prime. The whole movie paints.
Lawrence is looking hot.
But there's no way I'm going to convince anybody that hates Bad Boy to watch this movie and like it. Because it doesn't.
But you could almost say that about any sort of prequel film where if you didn't like Harry Potter 1, you ain't going to like Harry Potter 6.
That's not true. That's not true.
How is that
it's
not
an interesting
true?
fact about Harry Potter because Harry Potter starts off as a kid's movie and then sort of goes off into a more darker, grittier tone. So the person that likes the last movie doesn't necessarily have to like the first movie because if you look at Prisoner of Azkaban, that's when the sort of maturity
that's where
peaks.
I got into Harry Potter.
That's where you started getting
That's kind of like, this hooked me right there.
Yeah. So Prisoner of Azkaban is the mark of the turning point when it sort of goes into that.
No longer a child's film.
Yeah, not a kid's movie anymore.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so
your logic is ruined by your own logic, is that what you're telling me? Or are you saying they're two different, distinct things?
Well, now that we're talking about it so much, I'm forgetting my original point.
The original point was if someone hated Bad Boy 1, they're not going to hate Bad Boy.
They're not going to like Bad Boys for life.
Okay.
But with Harry Potter, it's a different
aspect,
a different thing altogether. Because that's like 6, 7 movies.
Yeah.
By the end of it, like Hermione got some big old titties. Like
these 3 films are longer separated than probably the Harry Potter sequels, though.
True.
from beginning of Bad Boys, which was
Have we lost our original point? Like, yeah. So the point is, if you didn't like Bad Boys, you're not gonna like this.
agreed. But in saying that, I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was
But
a
you
good
love
film for
the
me.
original Bad Boys, don't you?
I'm a bad
Like,
boy for life.
we're fucking plebeians. Like, it's like cheesy '90s actions, and it's there.
It's an easy watch. Like you know, if you're working all week, you got your kids whinging at you for food because you can't provide. This is a great way to escape your, you know.
Yeah, and it's fine. Like, it's a good movie. If you're not into
movies,
thinking too hard.
Yeah, which I'm not into.
Like, yeah, it's fine. Like, it's just a fun movie, man. It's just fun. Like,
it is fun, and it starts off with my most hated device lately with these action films, which is a car scene, like the car chase.
But the car chase in Bad Boys is like almost its staple.
I reckon it's part of the fan fiction, the genre.
Michael Bay and chase scenes and highway scenes is like his fucking thing. You name any Michael Bay movie, then there's a fucking highway to Transformers. Fucking even The Island with Ewan McGregor and Charlotte Johansson had a fucking highway chase scene.
Valid, but in saying that, I also feel like it's a cheap thrill. It's a filler for the entire film. But are you saying it adds to the content of the film?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that it's sort of like I'm fine with it.
Just accept it.
I'm fine with it. Like,
I enjoy that a 9mm Parabellum can explode a car.
Yeah. Like, I expect a chase scene in Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Simply because Will Smith's always driving these extravagant cars.
Yes.
These high-speed fucking roadsters. Like, it would be almost a waste to not have a chase scene, especially since part one. How it ended with the climactic chase scene.
Yes, lots of explosions.
And then everybody remembers part two on that highway chase scene at the opening with the Ferrari.
I remember part two for more them, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, hating on his
I just wish there was like a
love interest.
You know what? Like, I miss Tia Leone. I miss Tia Leone. I think she's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I had a huge crush on her, but that's not the point. Like, there's always a third female character in the Bad Boys.
And true with this one too.
Yeah, there's always a third female character. This is probably the weakest female character within the trio.
Which female character are you talking about?
Yeah, the one that was in charge of that new
Ammo.
Yeah, Ammo. I don't know if we should say that. Are we giving away spoilers?
I don't think so. I mean, I think people expect there's going to be spoilers. But you're right. I didn't feel again. She's Will Smith's. Mike Larry's love interest. I said multiple times that the chemistry was weak.
I didn't think there was a whole lot. Maybe I don't know any other movies she's done. She doesn't even look familiar to me. Has she been in the other Bad Boys, or I'm just flaming fucking fanboys?
So apparently she had.
Someone
because they had previous.
Some keyboard warriors just typing in the fucking comment section now. You fucking idiot! She was in Bad Boys too. You fucking dumb.
I think she might have been.
Yeah. But I just didn't think she was just a strong performance, man. Especially that part where she's like talking to him, like they had that one-on-one.
Yeah, he's at the gym. He flexed once.
Yeah, and
nothing's happening.
They was having this conversation that was just so forgettable.
Very forgettable.
And like I sort of just put her to the side and just let the story focus up. And essentially that's what the story did after a while. It just sort of focused up and she got sidelined a little bit.
100%, man.
But what I will say is it's probably a better villain than because they're memorable villains.
And I think that what was good about this particular villain in this Bad Boy series is the mystery, Yeah. She comes into it in a dark scene.
Strong start.
A very strong start. You don't know a lot about her. Like, where does she fit into the Bad Boys universe? And I think that's what keeps it going. Like, who is this lady?
Yeah, and just for the sake of her being like someone you actually can remember.
Is she memorable because she's so violent?
No, because the other guys were violent too, but they were just like random foreign bad guy.
And yeah, exactly, like two-dimensional. They were cholos.
It's like very forgettable. Just henchmen. Like I always relate it to like those types of bad guys where they're just the bad guys from Mighty Ducks. That's all they are.
Exactly.
They're just the opposing team.
Yeah. These are the good guys. These are the bad guys. Yeah. We don't need to know a lot about them, but we hate them.
And this is the most sort of fucking glorified game of cops and robbers you've ever fucking seen.
Definitely.
Like,
Oh yeah.
and now it's a little bit more to it than that. Like, she has every fucking right to feel the way she feels.
Yeah.
She has that right.
What? Just because someone let her down, and therefore she's getting revenge for that?
Oh, a little more than that, but I feel like we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we should.
If you like Bad Boys, watch this fucking movie. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Just hit the like button first and then get the fuck off. Is that too cheesy? I think I went
Not at all.
cheesy. Yeah. But yeah.
It had everything you wanted.